Hello and welcome back to Age of Empires 2. So today I'm showing you a tutorial on how to beat the AI on moderate difficulty. Moderate's challenging to some, but most of us could probably beat it. I know at the moment probably my rate of beating moderate is around 100%, so yeah, that's really good. And for those who are struggling, you can watch this video. So this is essentially a playback of a game I just finished 2 minutes ago, and as soon as I press F3 it's going to start, and what I'm going to do from the get-go is build 3 villages with all my food, actually maybe even 4. Let me unpause it. Yep, 4. And with these 2 villages I'll house here, and with this one I'll house here, and I believe I'll get a goose ready for it to be killed and gathered for food. And that would be collected by all the villagers. So that's the first house, and that's the second. Okay, and then the scout is going to explore. So yeah, so far so good. That's the sort of path I set it to, and we're going to start on the goose. So yeah, this is on Black Forest for anyone wondering. This is a normal random map game. It's a fairly balanced map. I think I had more land. Let's have a look. Let's pause it for 1 second. Let's see. So he's got quite a bit of gold. I mean, to be fair, I think I had far more gold. Which, you know, it's the chances that count. That's really weird. Pretty sure, unless I'm missing some. It's got some there, some there. What's that? 2, 3. I think I just get a spare one. I get 1 extra spare, so that's fine. Let's just continue. So yeah, we just make some more villages. I'm going to explore. Let's see the fog of war view that I could see at the moment. Let's speed it up a little bit as well. So essentially we're on 7. We should have queued up another goose before. This method of transporting geese or sheep or whatever livestock you have from, you know, keeping it one side away and then bringing one over spare, ready for it to get hunted is fine. That's probably the best way of doing it, and just concentrate on 1 goose at a time, because essentially all the animals in this game, essentially the meat when dead start deteriorating, like they lose 1 every few seconds, so you don't want any wastage. So imagine if I had 7 here and then like 1 working on like an extra one, that's quite a lot of wastage. So yeah, 7 on food. 4 on lumber at the moment. We're 10 out of 15 population at the moment, 3 minutes in. And just before that goose is finished, we started getting the boar. So he's about to tick over to be finished any second. So then my team can help kill the boar there. We garrisoned too many there, but it's fine. It's probably more of a misclick by me. So yeah, our scout's idle at the moment, but we tried to get him moving around in a second. The main focus here is just to make the town centre constantly working. It just needs to keep going, or you know, that's just the main way you start falling behind. Let me just get the stats up here. So the AI's ahead, but an important thing to know about the AI, it does cheat. So yeah. Upon the 11th villager, I started building a house near the berries, and then the villager after is starting to build a mill next to the berries as well. So yeah, the AI pretty much cheat. They just get extra boosts from the start, however far ahead, far more difficult you go. So yeah, at the moment 2 on berries, actually 3 on berries. Ideally we want 4 on berries. 4 on lumber, and then at some point we want to consider getting another lumber camp. So yeah, as we just finished getting that boar, we've got another one coming down here, which is good. That's how to do it most efficiently. we're just getting through the starting point because it's just the most important part of the entire game, pretty much. It's just really getting the ball rolling. That's what it is. Just starting out your economy and all that is so very important to get this sort of build order down. So yeah, 2 boars, around 6 livestock, sheep, geese, or whatever that livestock is, and I'm going to build another lumber camp, I believe, up by these trees, as they're the next ones I see, which I believe these ones here are quite good. Because yeah, the best sort of lumber camp is when the trees sort of encircle it. That's the most effective one. And yeah, so far so good. When hunting down a boar, it's for a while, especially the first boar, it's like the main source of food. What you want us to do is highlight all of these when you're running out of food, and you know, when your final village is about to be done. Highlight all these. Right click on the town centre for them to put back all the food, and then you go back onto the boar. Here I just run out of houses. That's just sloppy work by me. But the good thing about moderate is that there is room for error. So if you do make any mistakes with, you know, for example, housing or whatnot, it's fine. It's moderate difficulty. It's not going to be too bad. Just don't have too many you know, mess ups. Right, and I'm getting gold because we've gone to 20 population and we're thinking about going to the Imperial Age. You know, this time for Imperial Age is quite good. Let me just have a drink of my water. Sorry if you can hear that gulping. I just didn't think about that for a second. Alright, so we got people in gold. So yeah, 3 on gold, that's probably the maximum you want. That's gonna get to 100 when it ticks over to Feudal Age, ready to go Castle Age. And then now we're going Feudal Age at 24 population, just before 10 minutes, like a few seconds before 10 minutes. And yeah, it's good at the moment. You mainly just want it to be, you know, you constantly building villages and just making enough sort of food, make enough woods just to be self-sufficient, just like keep producing them. Because if you fail to do that, you're going to be far behind, as the other civilization is going to be like a few villages ahead. Let's have a look at the the opponent. So of course they cheat. How many villages have they got? 20. Was that all of them? Okay, well that's fine. Can we actually have a look at their view? I've never... Okay, well... So they're going Feudal Age as well. Not a lot goes on at the moment in this one, so it's fine. Well, at this moment in time, let's just fast forward a bit. So now we want to check our wood. We want to stockpile it because we're getting ready to allocate some villages to blacksmith and market. I just belched there. It's my bad. It's probably from that water. So yeah, we're building this straight off the bat. We're taking it from wood and gold. The reason why gold mainly is because I've already hit that 200 mark. So all in all, it's fine doing so. And now we just kind of we queue up some more villages, just while we wait until we are able to tick over. I'll put them on food here because we've only reached our goal of 800 food, and we are a little bit off. I've got some idle villages here, which isn't good for me. Oh, I noticed the exact same time probably. So one thing I would recommend that you can't see what's going on now is the hotkeys I'm using. The main one you want is for idle villagers, which I set to tab, but default is full stop. You definitely do want to get a habit of clicking that fairly often, and as well getting to town centres for me is caps lock. As you see there, I press caps lock quite a lot. To do that, so yeah, tab, caps lock, and then what was Q? Q's like first production thing. I'm not sure. I can't remember what Q was. I don't think it's anything now. Oh yeah, it's sort of just first in production. So when I have houses, it's just QQ. And anything, you know, first production in these. So if I wanted to make light cavalry stable, I just press Q a whole bunch, which is fine. Notice that I'm still exploring with my scouts. I do set him near the enemy base just so I can keep checking on him later in the game now and then, which is a good thing to do. But as you can see, I'm ticking over 20% on Castle Age, and the opponent AI hasn't even started getting Castle Age, which is good. And notice that I'm slightly above in points, despite from the start me not being above in points, which is a good thing to note. At this point I am aware that I'm about to hit the population cap, I believe, so I believe I took villages from here to make another town centre, and from here as well, because I know that I've stockpiled enough wood for both. Because that's the only two buildings I should really build at the moment. Well, apart from houses, which I do make a couple, but the town centres do increase our population the same as houses do, which is good. And technologies to consider, of course, in the feudal age you want to go for double bit axe at the lumber camp, and as well the upgrade at the mill, which I'm Frank so I didn't really need to do that, but you want to get the next upgrade in the castle age for both the lumber camp and the mill as well. Mining camps also do have quite a good tech to unlock for gold as well. Don't quite need it for stone yet, because well, at this point in the game you need it, but at feudal age you don't exactly need it, because you have enough to build 2 town centres, because they require 100 stone to build, so you could build 2 unless you build some you know, stone walls to block off this bit. It was on Black Forest, so I didn't really stone wall here. I literally just put some houses across at some point, which either way it's fine. They didn't even like get to my wall, probably because I beat them to making a good army. So yeah, getting some stone now because I'm interested in getting another town centre. Position your town centres next to good resources. Trees, the tree line, put it next to the tree line, and it's a bonus if you can get tree line as well as a mineral like gold or stone. Obviously food, you got to build that yourself with farms. A bit low on wood here because I put some away from wood to build the town centres, and the town centres cost 275 wood, so yeah, that did result me in losing out some wood at the moment, which you do need for farms. So just keep tabs on wood. I believe, yeah, I focus villages to that bit of wood. Same with this one. This one's just where's that focused on? Can't tell. Yeah, not sure. Oh no, it's that bit there apparently. I think I was interested in building more farms. I didn't just leave them waiting there all game. Oh no, I put them over here now, I believe. Yeah. So now there's a focus back on gold. You can see all 3 town centres at the moment are building villages. They're staying active, which you need to boom. Yeah, it's important to boom at this point. So that's why you need to get to that 60% max pop in villages as soon as possible, just to be the most efficient. Let's have a look let's pause it for 1 second. I just hit population mark, and let's have a look what the other players doing. Town centre, castle, interesting. House. I mean, I'm quite far ahead. He's only got 31 villages. I've got 43. To you, that may not seem much if you're a bit of a new player, but that's such a massive difference. So yeah, let's continue on. We're focusing on stone, a bit of gold as well. 666 gold. So yeah. But yeah, that's Oh yeah, I started building a town centre over there. I completely forgot because near a tree line, gold, stone. That's probably the best place you could put a town centre. So yeah, all in all pretty good. I've got no idle villages. At this point you probably should consider starting to build some military buildings, but depending how the moderate player is going to behave, may not even need them till much later. So yeah, all's going well. Shall we just skip forward a few seconds? Because all this is just building villages, building another town centre, next to stone, next to trees. All this going well. I believe we've probably got our upgrades by now on the lumber camp, and you've probably got some mining improvements as well as the free mill one that you get as being franks, which is all good. We need to watch out for population here as well. I'm sure, yes, yeah, I started building the wall of houses. So if you're a new player, houses are just very good at sort of making your area more difficult to attack. Like you could probably just build like another wall of houses here, so that it just flows through like much easier for you to deal with, which is perfect for you, especially if you're just getting absolutely raided because you know you didn't keep your guard up, you're not as good as a player, and all sorts of reason why they should be invading you. It is moderate, so the invasion shouldn't be too massive, but yeah, yeah, just getting gold, which is good. Build some more villages. Let's have a look. That's building villages. That's not building villages. It's not building villages. Okay, I think I'll sort that out later. Let's fast forward a bit more. Okay, notice how my score's keeping up with the opposing AI, which is quite good. And we're getting up to the 100 mark, which is halfway. I believe we do get around like 110, 120 villages by the end. We're building a university and a monastery. Monastery mainly to pick up relic here and here. And you get 2 relics to this side. You may end up having 3. I believe he had 2, and the other relic was up here somewhere, just way off in the map. Just don't worry about those. You shouldn't even consider if there's any, you know, hidden ores in the map, because it just takes forever to just find them. It's just a waste of time sometimes, unless you have like quite good onagers, I should say. So yeah, this scout's just going around my base. I'm not sure how useful a scout is to the AI, but yeah, I was just letting him run around for a bit. I believe I do kill him at some point, but that's fine. My scout's up here just so at some point I can look around their base, which is very handy, just gauging what sort of units he's building, because of course if he's built a lot of one units, I want to counter that by building a lot of other units. So for example, if he's building lots of archers, I may go siege equipment and all sorts. There's so many counters in this game. Let me just fast forward it a bit more. So what am I doing now? I'm taking my time on the castle age, which is fine doing, because mainly you're just booming your economy, you're investing in villages, which I should be doing more of. However, I've got like 100 villages now, which is fine. It's a good excuse. It's fine and moderate. So yeah, as well, make sure you get your blacksmith upgrades, which is what I'm doing now, because I'm behind on them. You should really be doing them as you go on, because just in case you need to build some units, they want to be with the up-to-date sort of tech, the up-to-date attack and defensive stats. They do make a massive difference, because for example, if you take a player that's unlocked all the techs for blacksmiths, they're gonna just destroy players who don't have any techs in the blacksmith. So yeah, it's really important to do that. It's just not a building to put down just to get you through feudal age. It's actually very important, and so is market. I haven't used the market a lot in this, but if you're, you know, a bit low on gold, which I'm not, and if you have a lot of wood, you may want to sell a whole bunch of woods just so you can get more gold. Usually you would do that more later on in the game when there's no more gold deposits, but at the moment we're fine. We didn't need to use them this game. So now I'm ticking over to Imperial Age, which is good. I'm not behind on any resources, which again is good. Just taking our time, we're just taking our time booming. He's not attacking at all. I don't know why I rang the bell there. You should just sort of highlight them. I believe the hotkey is T. I believe that's the default. That's what it is for me, and just putting them into the town centre of choice, because the bell just makes everyone go in and just sort of temporarily stops your economy, which, yeah, that's just as bad as how it sounds. So yeah, build lots of barracks. Don't be shy at building lots and lots and lots and lots of you know, unit productive buildings like barracks. I didn't even build any barracks, but you know, just in case, imagine if they go knights, I may need to build lots of spearmen here, garrison into here, just so they can counter whatever they had, which is good. That's what you should do. So here I'm building lots of stables. Of course I'm Frank, so I'm using the stables to my advantage, and actually I'm going to start building a castle at some point, you see, and I'm going to get the upgrades for the stables, and yeah, I believe we're getting to the point where I'll start building up my army and just absolutely destroy him. So let's just fast forward a bit. Well, let's take a second at looking at what he's doing. So, as you can see, just the castle, he's pretty much got nothing. He's built barracks, he's built a archery range, he's built a siege workshop in the stables, but that's it. Like, if you're just building one of each, that's just so awful. Like, you're just bound to get destroyed at that point. You know, notice the points, I'm like 1.5 thousand ahead, and look at the amount of upgrades I'm getting as well. Utilising the castle, utilising the stables, whoops, just to get all the upgrades, as well as the blacksmith and all that sort of stuff. Making sure I'm getting all the horses upgraded, and yeah, notice as well that I don't have any idle villagers, so yeah, all's going well, and I'm starting to develop knights. They're a very powerful unit, if you didn't know, because yeah, 12 attack on them, lots of armor now. What does that mean? Does that mean 3 armor, or does that mean 6 armor now? I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure. You see, I'm not the master at this, but I can play at moderate difficulty. Getting conscription, and as well the special tech that the Franks get, which essentially, like, that's gonna drastically increase the production in these stables by quite a lot. Look how quick a cavalier is built. Faster than the villager, that's what I'm saying. That's just so much faster than the villager. That's like 10 seconds. Crazy. Okay, well, so yeah, I forgot to mention that at Dark Age you're meant to get loom at some point, when you have, yeah, whatever, it's fine, it's not too essential at moderate. And yeah, look how many knights we have. We've got 31 knights. Don't just build one of one thing. Here I'm going to build crossbowmen, just in case they got spearmen. In the end they didn't, so they weren't really necessary, but yeah, I mean, just what I sort of like to do is build your main thing, and then whatever counters that main thing, you already create the thing that counters it. Yeah, you got to build the counter to their counter, which is a weird thing to explain, but yes. So yeah, good thing to note here, I did this a few times here, but I've now forgot it. When you have a lumber camp that's making your people walk for a few seconds, just build a new one like here, just a few tiles in, just to improve your production, make it more efficient. I've got 6. Oh, there we go. I'm noticing when workers are going and then just already sorting it out. That's how much I'm on it. And we're about to reach the maximum population, which is something that you do want to do. You know, it's there to actually be maximized. So yeah, do that. And then yeah, when it's max, I just invaded. If you need to make any more, a good idea would be to just actually delete some useless villages, which sounds brutal, but it is what it is. My scout here just died, which I was just like, oh god, okay. What do we do about that? Not sure. But it turned out to be alright. I believe they were just swordsmen, so it's just like, okay, my knights can easily deal with them. Then here we go, I'm putting my knights in a good position, just next to it, and then deleted 2 houses, which is fine because I've got enough houses to sort of give me some leeway, which is something you should do as well. Just letting these crossbowmen catch up. I can see a town centre there, so just checking if it's all clear, which it is, and then I started attacking. It's very basic stuff, just, you know, knights can clear this town centre so quickly. And then I was just like, well, this castle's a bit annoying. Oh, they've brought some people, so I'm going to kill them very easily as well. And then I was like, this castle's a bit annoying, let's go for them. Usually I'll build some trebuchets, but it just wasn't needed. So yeah, knights is fine. How many do I still have? I've got 59, which I believe I've only lost like 5. I think I said 64 before, so yeah, good numbers so far, good KD, and we're pretty much doubling the points that the AI had. And there we go, that's the end of the game. He messaged in the chat, and that's it. And hopefully that's all that you need to know for moderate. It's very basic, like if you can't do moderate, just keep practicing on easy. Make sure you're just getting things down correctly. Keep your timer up here, keep an eye on the timer, get things done in good time. Like I like to imagine, like, oh yeah, I want to get to feudal age, well, start researching feudal age at this amount of population of villages and this time, just to catch up. And same with feudal age, just keep going with it. Just it's difficult to explain, but it's just get good. Just do what I did. So yeah, hopefully you all picked up some good tips, and maybe you've learned something new. If you have, it'd be a good idea to leave a like. You can see that relic and gold and stone there. And yeah, if you're leaving a like, you might I messed up there. If you're leaving a like, you might as well subscribe as well, and I'll see you all in the next video.